confidentielle à donner. Elle doit être fiable, elle doit être sous contrôle et elle doit bien utilisée. Et donc c'est très important. J'invite tout un chacun à vraiment jouer le jeu, cette sorte que la SFOASA et tous les partenaires puissent être présents et effectifs vis-à-vis de ces données. Donc, chers invités, chers partenaires, c'est un honneur pour moi de me trouver devant vous aujourd'hui, alors que nous franchissons une étape importante dans le processus de renforcement de la prise de décision fondée sur les données dans le secteur de l'eau et de l'assainissement en Afrique. Le lancement de l'Africa Utility Data Collaborative, donc AUDC, n'est pas seulement le début d'une initiative, c'est une étape audacieuse vers la transformation de la façon dont nous, en tant que société d'eau et d'assainissement, à travers le continent, exploitons les données pour améliorer les services, renforcer l'efficacité et assurer la durabilité. En tant qu'Association africaine de l'eau et de l'assainissement, nous nous sommes depuis longtemps engagés à unir et à soutenir les compagnies d'eau et d'assainissement à travers l'Afrique. Avec plus de 300 membres issus d'environ 45 pays, notre association est particulièrement bien placée pour favoriser la collaboration, le partage des connaissances et le renforcement des capacités. Au cœur de notre plan stratégique 2024-2028 se trouve l'avancement de systèmes de culture de données fiables dans les sociétés d'eau. Une vision de l'AUDC a conçu pour le rendre opérationnel. Cette vision n'aurait pas été possible sans le partenariat dévoué qui ont permis à l'AUDC de voir le jour. En janvier 2024, l'Association africaine de l'eau et de l'assainissement a engagé avec Athena Infonomics pour mener des recherches, des analyses de données et développer une stratégie numérique. Je dis bien stratégie numérique. Grâce à leur expérience, nous avons engagé une cohorte de 12 services publics pour évaluer la fiabilité de cette initiative. Avec le soutien d'Athena Infonomics, nous avons déjà testé certaines de ces stratégies avec des entreprises de services publics au Kenya. Et aujourd'hui, nous allons en savoir plus sur ces résultats lors de cette séance. Nos premières opérations commenceront dans 2 pays, notamment le Sénégal et le Cameroun, avec l'intention de les étendre au cours de l'année ou des 2 années à venir. Mesdames et messieurs, maintenant que nous avons démontré le potentiel de l'AUDC, je lance officiellement cette plateforme de collaboration pour les données. Alors que nous nous lançons dans cette aventure, j'invite tous nos partenaires, les parties prenantes et les services publics à considérer les données comme un puissant outil de transformation. Travailler ensemble pour libérer le potentiel des données, favoriser une plus grande collaboration et construire un avenir où chaque décision dans le secteur de l'eau et de l'assainissement sera informée, stratégique et aura un impact. Je vous remercie et j'ai hâte de voir l'AUDC prospérer dans toute l'Afrique. Je vous remercie.
Thank you so much, Mr. Goso. to do this with all of you here with us. With that, I now invite Mr. Mahmood Hotaya to come in and share his vision for this with all of us.
Thank you, Deepa. Can I see people are excited? The excitement comes in two parts. They say when there are two words, there's being anxious, there's being excited. They all have the same feeling. How many are anxious? How many are excited? Okay, so personally I'm very excited. Why? I've kind of been part of this discussion. The passion that Deepa speaks when he talks about something, that level of excitement, the way it has that, it becomes infectious, you know. So there's no way you can fail also to be excited. Even if you don't know what's coming, you will find yourself being excited. But I think the discussion about data, if you've been part of this Congress from the beginning, there's been a lot of talk about lack of data, the quality of data, and I think there's been that discussion that everything we do, when you don't know what you're dealing with, it's very hard to deal with. I always say that when you don't have the right information and you can't visualize, it's like being blind. You're trying to look for a solution, but you can't even understand what you're dealing with. And AFWASA for some time has been looking for this kind of platform for some time. And I think Guso at one point was the STC president. There was an initiative then to create a data collection platform that would allow members to benchmark, to see how they are performing. That effort was there, never kicked off. A number of members here have been part of the IBANET that was put up by the World Bank. And I think you remember every year they would send you a questionnaire, a long questionnaire to fill in. But after filling in, you still you're not able to see the value. I want to believe what we're starting today is a bit different from what we've seen before. But most importantly, we're in a stage where, like she said, I think in the presentation, data is the new oil. Data is the source of now innovation. Data is the source of strategy. If you don't have the data, you can't have a strategy. And also, there is no problem you can't solve if you don't have the right information. Now, analytics helps you visualize. Today, we've been in a session with CEOs, and the study that was done about tariffs, and they were able to show the tariff structure. They did a study on tariffs, and you able to see that for all Africa, I think Africa has, on average, has the lowest one tariff. Then you have countries in like America, their tariffs are 10 times than the tariff for most of the utilities in Africa. And then we talk about some countries are achieving SDGs and others are not. So one was able to say that, okay, there's a correlation. All the countries that are struggling to achieve SDGs have basically low tariff, and the ones that are achieving have what? So already there's a lot of information that can tell you that some of the problems we're talking about, if we have the right information, we have totally different decisions. You understand? And that's what that is supposed to give us. So this collaborative, I think, is giving us a very great opportunity as members of AFWASA, but also on the side of AFWASA, it's a great opportunity to present a very strong value proposition for members. I think one of the discussions I think we had before the Congress on the members, AFWASA is at the point of trying to put forward a very strong value proposition to its members. And I think, again, this initiative is one of them. A number of other things are coming. There's need to be a reason why you should be a member of AFWASA. Now, if these are some of the benefits you're going to get if you're a member of AFWASA, then you're going to have many utilities, many partners who want to be part of this. So I want to thank Deepa and her team. They pushed this. You know, sometimes for them, they see far. They kind of try to help us also see the vision they had. And the beauty of this is that this is from the beginning is being owned and contextualized to AFWASA's needs and its members' needs. So it's not something that is coming from any continent or anywhere else, but it's something that is growing within AFWASA. And I think that will make it even more relevant to all of us. Like I said, I'm extremely excited. I strongly believe we need this. as utilities. We are at different stages of development, but again, when we're able to utilize this information, and then we're able to see how do we make a difference. So I have all the belief that if we go in with the same energy and with the same mindset, that we can make it work. We said in the discussion, I think as a wrap-up of yesterday, we've closed the chapter of the Book of Lamentation. We've complained a lot that things are not working. We have a great opportunity to make a change in our utilities, in our countries. We need to stop blaming everyone else, but we start thinking positively and utilize and tap in every opportunity that exists. Now, data analytics and AI and all this presents us a very great opportunity. If you listen to what Professor Kala presented in the morning, it gives you a lot of hope. But one can only tap into that hope if we put in place what is required. Definitely there's no way we're going to achieve this if we don't have the right skills and the right people and the right tools. It will remain a very good idea, and they will blame the idea and it will fail to kick off. But again, if we will accept and acknowledge and know that we need to have the right structure that supports it, we need to have the enabling environment, and we need to believe, you know, when you talk about data, people start getting scared. And I think that's what happened in the beginning, because we don't want to share, because we always believe that data is going to portray you as a non-performer. So you keep. And then we always want to portray ourselves as being well. So you end up even concocting wrong information. And then that doesn't help you at all. So if we have the right mindset that we're doing this to better our utilities, to improve the sector, I'm sure we're going to achieve a lot. So as Afwasan, as the STC, we are going to have a specialist group for this. And again, those members who are very excited and are very excited about AI and analytics, I'm sure you'll be the brains that are going to drive this. We have a very strong support from Deep and her team. What carries most is the passion, you understand? And I think that's what you need. The moment you have passion, then you can achieve anything that is out there. And I strongly believe this is something that is very good for us and something that is going to be very tough to work. So I want to invite everyone to be excited, like all of us are, and to be part of this very great initiative. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mahmood. And I hope the next time we ask that question, how many of you are excited? I'm hoping to see more hands up. I can still see there's like a lot of nervousness in the room. And I understand that nervousness, right? Because we're just getting started. We're also going to go on this journey with you and learn with you on how we can be helpful. I think the only principle that changes this initiative from anything else you've seen is that this is about value first to you, right? It's not about, oh, I need to benchmark your data for a third party. It's how can I create and how can I do this affordably, right? And you don't need the most sophisticated ERP or SCADA system, or start wherever you are. And I think it's okay. It's okay because the culture of data use does not demand sophistication. It's a mindset, it's a culture. And you can start embracing that culture. And once you start embracing that, and often, I remember I had a mentor who'd always tell me that the fish always rots from the head, right? So like that, that's not it's a sort of a way of saying that, when you see something that goes on in your organization and you don't like it, really go and take a hard look at yourself in the mirror, because you probably have something to do with it as a leader. And I think that the positive spin to it is, as leaders, and in the next CEO Forum, Mahmood, we should be in a place to talk to MDs, and MDs being here, being excited, being engaged, and we will take accountability for that, right? Because we don't want to sort of do the big show and come to a conference and have a lovely lunch and do a launch and then disappear without any real commitment and action. So this is an accountability. This is something we will take accountability for, and we'd love to continue to engage. I want to, on that note, invite Musa, my colleague who has been my collaborator, who we've reviewed and edited presentations, we've written to people, we've brought data specialist groups together. So we really, and I also want to, Eunice, who's here with me today, who's been, and this small team, the three of us, and Alex is not here with us today, but the three of us really, we've worked hard to get it to this point. So I'll hand it to Musa to share a little bit of that, just a journey of, you know, how we got here, some of the things we did. The data specialist group has of course already seen this, but I think it'll be a good opportunity to show you a little bit of how we got here, and then I'll share more about the Kenya work. Musa, over to you.
Thank you very much, Deepa. Hello, everyone. And I know that Deepa and Mahmoud, I know that people are very, very excited. I am seeing Buaro, those people in the specialist group that were with us since the beginning. They are very, very excited. And I know that Senegal here is excited because when I talk with them, they are very, very committed to say that we want that to come in our country. Cameroon also. And I know that Uganda will be doing the same. So we will ask the question at the end of the session to see how far these people go in terms of excitement. So as you said, I'm going to quickly present the journey. What have we done so far? Okay, thank you. So AFWASA has now completed our strategic plan 2024-2028, and one of the main results is about data, developing a data strategy, and as we said, to help operationalize the strategy on data. So I want to go quickly on where we have started and where we are now. We started on February 24 with setting up the specialist group, the data specialist group, that we call now Data and Innovation Specialist Group. We have organized a workshop, a webinar workshop with CADC. CADC is the collaborative, California Data Collaborative that we organized on February with the specialist group. And on March 24, we designed and developed the survey tool for the interview that we were preparing for the countries. Between March and May 2024, we started the consultation with public sector responsible. And then after that, on June 24, we presented the finding to the data specialist group, where we have some feedbacks. And between June and September 2024, we developed the governance and operational strategy. Between October and November 24, we present this strategy to the STC. It was here in Kampala, and with the data specialist group and the board too. November 24, we organized the pre-launch of the strategy at the World Data Forum. And on December 24, we incorporate all the feedback that we have in the final data strategy. So we are now here in the Congress to launch this AUDC. So these are people with whom we started just in the beginning. The specialist group was set at that time. I think it was February, and it was in Guinea-Conakry. And those people has supported AFWASA, playing the role of like the relationship, technical support between AFWASA and Athena Infonomics. We have Dr. Stefan Mamadou, Stefan Kaon, professor now, it is professor now, no more doctor. So Mamadou Sambabwara was the president of the specialist group. Mahmoud at that time was supporting us in all those technical aspects. We have Mr. Hala, Dr. Papa Samba Job, Dr. Sandy Lembata, Priscilla, and we have Serena and Engineer Peter Jaga. So we have some more people that joined us. We have Awasen Sar from Senegal, Maimunolo, and many more others who have supported this work we were doing with Athena. So I think I will switch this one. Deepa will talk about more about that. These are the consultation, the consultation we have in countries with the regulators, the utility officials, the key informants. We have Guinea, West Africa, Ghana, and Nigeria. We have Cameroon, Zambia, South Africa, and East of Africa, we have Ethiopia and Kenya. So these are what people are saying, those that we have seen. Most of them are ready to join the data collaborative. In Nigeria, 70% are willing to participate and share their data. In Guinea, 60% need training and capacity building. In Zambia, 80% are interested in advanced analytical solution. And in Kenya, 90% seek improved data management system. And you see there are some quotes in this slide that show how far they are committed to being part of this journey. So I think I will pause there and give back the mic to Deepa. Thank you for listening.
Okay, great. So, the Africa Utility Data Collaborative. I think it's sort of, there's power in numbers, right? So there's an opportunity, there's a need. Addressing that need case by case, organizing talent, and creating a response case by case is expensive. Several of you as utility leaders understand that there is value in scale, right? And if we can start building a network of utilities that come together, that all have similar needs, and I want to pick on something that Mahmood talked about, which is people, what do they want? Skills, they want the tools, right? And they want the systems that can enable them to do these jobs well. So how can we do this? How can we do this in a way where it's cost effective, it's affordable, and can be scaled? And that sort of really is the vision for the Africa Utility Data Collaborative. I want to take a minute to talk about the California data.